Back to school is already stressful as it is, but there's an added layer of anxiety for parents of kids with disabilities. Today I spoke to one mother whose son attends Nelson Mandela Park Public School here in Regent Park. He's in a specialized program which typically has smaller class sizes, but because of the changes being made because of the pandemic, his class size is increasing, leaving the mother fearful that her son, along with other kids in the program, will not get the support they need.
Who's that? No kicking, though. No kicking.
Charlotte Schwartz's 9-year-old son Isaiah has an intellectual disability. He is in an intensive support program at school.
He has done more in the ISP program that he's in now than we ever actually thought would be possible for him. And so now it feels like the sky is the limit for him.
But Schwartz is worried that Isaiah's progress may be affected this school year. As school boards attempt to manage staffing levels for in-person and online learning, many teachers have been let go or surplused, including, she says, at least one special education resource teacher at Nelson Mandela. The consequence is that class sizes are increasing. While ISP classes are typically reduced in size given the high level of need for each student, that may change.
If more students are added into his ISP class, without a doubt, his learning goals that are provided for in a document called an IEP, an individual education plan, those will go out the window. School will become like daycare, and his goals will just be getting through the day safely. And that's terrifying because we actually didn't come this far to let that happen to him now.
Staffing levels are being determined based on registration numbers. Families were recently asked to indicate whether their kids would be returning for in-person or virtual learning, but some have yet to respond, and the board says they're doing all they can to get in touch with them. Schwartz worries that teachers are being let go before the board has a full picture of what in-person enrollment will be. We reached out to the area's trustee, Chris Moyes, who did not get back to us in time for broadcast. But in a letter to the school's parent council, he wrote in part, "We have used 2% or $60 million of our reserve funds to reduce class sizes across the system. The province has not been equal partners in this fight. All sectors of education have asked the Ford government to reduce class size to 15, and they have refused. We are doing the best we can with the financial restraint we are under." He goes on to say that he's aware of the increase of class sizes at Mandela, adding that the board is still allowing parents to continue registering for in-class learning. "It is my hope," he writes, "that teachers will be rehired once we have a better understanding of our registration numbers by the end of September."
My son's classroom is currently 8 children. Predominantly, these are BIPOC children from homes living at or below the poverty line. And then they're also disabled. So these are literally our most vulnerable people. We are most obliged to look out for their interests, and that also isn't happening under this current regime.
We did reach out to the Education Minister's office. They did not provide comment. Now, one of the other concerns that parents raised was that Nelson Mandela Park Public School was actually initially listed as a higher-risk school by Toronto Public Health, but it was removed from that list. And the area's trustee in that same letter said that he's not sure why that happened. We know that the TDSB is using some of its reserve funds to limit class sizes for those priority schools, but because Nelson Mandela is not on that list, their class sizes will not be kept.